Hey everybody, Christian Yetke here. I want to talk about negative visualization. It is a Stoic term that, or thought process, I guess we can say, is it's how we think about every situation that we're going to go into, and it's negative visualization, as in we're going to think of the best case and the worst case scenario, so that no matter what happens, we are prepared mentally, emotionally. We've gotten ourselves to being at that point that we can go into a situation no matter how scared you may be, no matter how excited you may be, no matter how terrifying or good or bad or any of the which it's it's an ability to be able to not allow an event or a person or a comment someone says or any number of things that you're able to have the full control over yourself to not allow those outside events, which we cannot control. It's not allowing those to overtake and mess with you in any way to bring you down to alter your life, your situation, or any of this sort of thing. It's thinking about the situation as it is and going, all right, what going to do this thing. What's the best thing that could happen? All right, everything could work out, good things, happy, great, satisfied. It's been a great time. We'll have some great stuff. Could be, what's the worst thing? Things could go wrong, people could be upset, just money could be lost, something could just go wrong, people could be mad at you, any number of things. Just think of the worst possible situation. And now you can actually sit down and think about, the best and worst case scenario. And you can actually you can mentally, prepare yourself for that next coming situation and not allow it to affect you, anywhere near as much, if at all, because now you're going into it like I'm doing the best I can. I can't, that's all I can do is the absolute best that I can. And whatever comes of it after that, that's it. That's it. I can't do anything else after it. We're not going to be able to manage every situation and every outcome. We're not capable of that, but you can do everything you can do to get ready to allow that situation to happen as it's going to, and you can prepare yourself for it. And that's all you're able to do. So has the saying that says, or a quote, it says, "The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." So if you prepare yourself for that thing that's coming, good, bad, and the ugly, then it doesn't have the same effects when you go, okay, I know this really good thing could happen, and I know this really bad thing could happen. You apply that in every area of your life, relationships, friendships, work, hobbies, your relationship with God in general. It's being able to have that self-control and not allow just again any kind of these outsourcing events and people and anything to mess with you to the degree of if you don't even think about it, you're like, okay, all I want is this one thing, everything has to happen to this nth degree, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to lose my mind. So it's going into it to be able to say, okay, things can change. Not everything's going to go the way I want it to. Not everything's going to be perfect. So let me get myself mentally ready and prepared, focused for the situation. So again, it's bad case, worst case, and best case scenario, and thinking of all the different ways that that can happen and how you can prepare yourself for it. Because also in James 1, 19 to 20, it says, "Now everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. For a man's anger does not bring about the righteousness of God." So being able to take that time, it's a very stoic belief. I in my opinion here is that saying to be slow, being slow in the moment, right? An event happens, you're not just going to react to the situation. That's not going to help anyone ever, not with feelings and emotions going around. So whenever an event happens, you stop, you know, and be slow, so you don't just need to speak and speak, slow to speak, slow to anger. So the event happens, analyze it, think about what's going on, what's the situation, why are things going on, and then deal with the problem. Don't sit there and go, oh my God, I got a flat tire, there's traffic, this person said this mean thing about me, and I woke up late, any number of things that everyone's going to deal with on a daily basis. It's like, okay, well, complaining is not going to get you anywhere. It's only going to make things worse, actually. So how can you apply the thought of just dealing with the situation and deal with it as in work through it, not complaining, not sitting there and just losing your mind and bitching and moaning and yelling and screaming and acting like a child. It's okay, it happened. Okay, how can I deal with this right now? How can I mitigate the problem right now? So that's just my thought right now of today is just being able to have that negative visualization and apply it into your life so that you can go into more situations and be more prepared. Job interview even. Getting that a good grade in school even. You can apply it anywhere. I can prepare myself as much as I can, and I'm going to tell myself best case, worst case scenario, so that no matter what happens, I can deal with it. So I'm telling myself I can deal with it in the moment whenever that time happens. Anyway, so that was just kind of my thought for the day was, that I had for everyone was just on the idea of being able to have that self-control in these situations, which is again, it's really hard. It really is. It always has been. It always will be. But preparing yourself mentally and getting yourself to say, I'm in control of my feelings and emotions and the situation or I mean, we're not going to be in control of the situation, but you can be in control of yourself with the situation. So how can I be in control of myself no matter what the situation brings forth, right? Good, bad, and the ugly. So, anyways, that was my thought, everyone. Hope it was able to help and maybe get you guys a little bit of guidance or just change your thought process, maybe even. So hopefully that was able to be helpful to someone. I hope you all have a great, very blessed week, and I'll talk to y'all